Okay. All right, good morning. So today we're going to be working on balance. And balance isn't just standing still. Like sometimes we think tree pose and we get into our balance. But balance is really moving in and out of poses. Most older people or people fall, not when they're standing still. Some people do, if they break, if they have a broken hip and then they fall or whatever. But most people either in moving will lose their balance. And so really transitioning between movements is what balance is all about. And there are three systems that make up our balance system. And it's proprioception, knowing where our body is in space. Our vestibular, which is our inner ear, which is our balance. Balance is in the inner ear. And if you've ever had an issue with that, you know how incredible our body is when you get that resolved. And so, it's velocity, how fast we're going, moving your head, balance is all with the inner ear. And then it's our vision. But as we get older, we're using our vision more and more. People rely on their vision and they're not as much into their bodies. So we're gonna embody that today. So we're gonna start with not standing. We're gonna sit and just work our feet and all our different body parts. Okay, so we're just gonna start sitting in any comfortable position and take your right foot and just start massaging it. We're waking up our feet. And I wanna call attention to the parts of our feet that we want to have grounded when we're standing. And that's the big toe mound under the big toe, right? And the pinky toe mound. And then across the metatarsals. But those are our foundation. That's the front of the foot. And then the heel, the two sides of the heel. So those are the 4 points of the foot. So just give it a little massage. Like dig in with your thumbs. We're going to do something different. For those of you who know me, I love feet. I love to work our feet. Our feet are our foundation, our connection to the earth. So we're going to take the big toe and pull it, and then give it a little twist. And then go to the second toe, give it a little pull, and then give it a little twist. And then the third, just like this little piggy went to market, give it a little pull and twist. Fourth toe, pull it, give it a little gentle twist. And the fifth, little pinky edge, pull, twist. Good. And then you're going to take your fingers and interlace them between the toes. Okay, ooh. It's not easy. Do the best you can. Sometimes they're a little, if you do this a lot, it gets better. See if you can put both webs in, right? You're webbing down in there. Up, 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 okay? Give it a little squeeze. Squeeze the heel of your hand to your metatarsal, and then just give it a little circle around, and then the other direction. Good. And then we'll just tap, tap, tap. And taking your fist, just massage down the calf muscle. Another fun way I like to do it is lying down and taking my calf muscle on my knee. And this could be an incredible sensation. If you've never done it, it could feel weird. But once you get into it, it feels really good. And your calf muscle just loves that you do this to it. Give it a little bit. You could do it with your hands or your knee. Good. And then just notice the difference between the two sides. And we'll take the left foot. So same thing, just give it thumbs in, nice little massage. Good. Up. And then we're going to take the hands and just take your big toe, give it a little pull, a little twist. And the second, pull that little piggy, twist. Third, and twist. Fourth, and twist. And fifth, and twist. Good. Taking your fingers, you're going to interlace them the best you can. This is much better, like you could do this with some cream. Yeah. Get in there so you can get the, the webs of both of them together, and then just press, squeeze, give it a little pump, squeeze. And then circle the ankle. And the other way. Good. Beautiful. Okay, and we're going to do the other calf muscle. So we're just preparing our muscles, like the foundation are the legs. Right? So we want to get those legs nice and warmed up. Good. Beautiful. Ta-da. Now we're going to bend the knees, and we're going to just wake up the inside and the outside of the legs. So sitting up, any way that's comfortable for you, just taking your hands, and we're going to do an isometric. So I'm pushing, and see how that fires up the outside of your legs, thighs, especially. So push, 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 push. So I'm really isometricing here. Feel how my arms are firing up too. And let it go. Big breath in. And then just squeeze your inner legs towards each other. Really squeeze, 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 like you're holding a block. If you have a block, you can do it. Just squeeze those inner legs. Big breath, relaxing out. And just go a little hip action here. Just let the legs go. It's a little gentle twist. You can make it a little bigger twist if you like, or just work the bottom part. Good. Beautiful. Little legs. Okay, so just going to do something with the trapezius muscles. So take your right hand and just put it behind you. So you can put your hand this way, facing your back, or with the back of the hand, whichever feels comfortable today. And just let your arm bones come back. You're sitting on your sitting bones. And we're going to take the left hand onto the shoulder and just stretch the trapezius muscle. This is that big, tight muscle up here on your back. It's the biggest muscle. It goes down the back, right? Just give it a little gentle pull and breathe into that. Just relax. Give it a little massage. And then take your hand, take your hand here. Just going to go gently over and do a gentle isometric, 60% of your effort, pushing your head into your hand and back. Bring your chin in a little so you're not jutting out. Ear towards the shoulder. And let your head gently come up. Shake it out and just close your eyes. Feel the difference. If you feel a little bit more alive on your right side. This is part of our proprioception too, is feeling our body, communicating. Right? Okay, so now Which one? This hand goes behind, either way, right? Arm going back. And then you're gonna, let's loosen up the muscle first, actually. Give it a little. Many people hold a lot of their tension in their jaw and their shoulders, in your glutes. And then just take the shoulder and just give it a little stretch. So feel that muscle just stretching. Feel your shoulder blade. It's a very subtle movement. You're not pulling hard. Take a couple of breaths. And then releasing that, take your hand on your head. Just bring it towards your ear, chin in, and isometric. And then gently back. Take a deep breath in and out. So in last week's class, we did the Hakini Mudra, which was for balancing the brain, balancing our body. So I thought that would be nice for balance. And we're also going to end the class learning a new mudra, which is called Padma Mudra. And that's why I have my little pastel lotus here today. So we will end, brought that for inspiration. So the Hakini Mudra, we're just gonna take a few breaths, centering ourselves before we get to standing, just bringing the pads of the fingers together as equally, not pressing hard, just a nice equal pressure. And let's just bring it up to where the third eye is, right between the brow. Relaxing your jaw, relaxing your shoulders, feeling the axis from the crown to your tailbone. Start lengthening. And let's just take 5 breaths here. And then just opening up the arms. We're going to make our way to standing. So let's transition into a table pose first. Just do a couple of cats and dog. Your own expression, just move in any way that feels good, loosening up. And then just curling the toes under, come into a dog. Stretch your body. So if you have a dog nearby, you see how beautifully they do this effortlessly. They don't push themselves beyond where they should be. And then just heel toe yourself. Knees bent, hold onto your elbows. Give a little sway. And then bring your hands to the tops of your knees, look forward, and just gently come up to a standing pose. So I like to do my standing poses on the floor. Hopefully do a little better today than I have in some of the other classes. So come to a standing pose, okay? Make sure I have nice. Okay. So, and have your tie handy. Okay. So here you are. Okay. Separate your feet a little more than a fist width apart. okay? And spreading your toes, I want you to scrunch your toes. And then lift them. Go on those metatarsals. And then spread them and just lay the feet down. Bringing your hands to your side, just bring your weight into your toes and into your heels. Just gently go back and forth a couple of times and access that connection of your feet to the floor. So no grabbing, just see if you could flatten them out. And if you pronate, your feet go in like that, try to really work the outer edges. If you tend to go out, work the inner. So feel that big toe mound be massaged, the pinky edge, and your heels. Good. And now, imagine you're just squeezing a block. So we're bringing everything into center and long, okay? One hand to your pubic bone, one hand to your tailbone. Tailbone is like an anchor going between your heels. Okay, so we have a neutral pelvis, not tucking, not overarching. Nice neutral pelvis. And then lift up your rib cage. Slide your hands, thumbs under your chest. Give it a little massage. Beautiful. And then open up, rake open the chest. Bringing your arm bones into the socket and back. Opening up your heart space. So the knees are soft. I'm not locking back. I have a little softness. I'm squeezing my block. Gentle wrapping of the glutes. Right. Good. Now bringing your arms down, I want you to imagine that your waist is coming a little bit back. You're not moving it back, but your waist is coming a little bit back. Your arm bones are coming back. The sides of your neck are lengthening. Chin is parallel to the earth. So you can close your eyes, put one hand on the top of your head, and just imagine if you had a line that went down through your body. Just come back and forth on those feet and try to find that place where you feel that you could stand for a long time. That's the key. And I'm going to show you something that you can do on your own if you ever aren't sure, is taking this tie, right? And I'm going to hold it by my hip. You'll hold it by your hip. And if I'm standing correctly, the bottom of the tie will be by my ankle. So if let's say I'm leaning forward. See how the tie goes? Or if I'm hanging back. So that's a key. Like you could try this on your own with the mirror. And when you aren't sure, to see if your hip, ankle, shoulder, and ear are in alignment. That's what alignment is. Okay? A lot of times people are not in alignment, most of the time. So it's a work in progress. So taking your arms up into mountain pose. Okay? Anchor your arm bones, stretch your fingers, find that place where you feel powerful, strong, grounded, and access the energy through the earth and breathe out through your crown and fingertips and grow this pose. Feel your mountain getting stronger. Take a few breaths in your mountain. Good. And now, just rest your arms for a moment, bring them down, and we're going to inhale the arms up. And exhale the arms down. And inhale the arms up. And exhale the arms down. And inhaling up, clasp your left hand, stretch up, and come over to the side. And inhale back up. Lift the left arm and come over to the other side. Good. So bringing the arms down, and then bend your knees, bring them up again. We're in the mountain, and I want you to pick a spot that is right, center, and left, and just shift your gaze and see if that makes any difference. So we're just starting with a simple mountain. Today's class is like a workshop class. It's not typical, but just shift your gaze. Now bringing your arms down, bring one thumb in front. And standing, just turn your head, but keep your eye on your thumb. And then bring that down, do it with the other side. Good. And then one last time, bring your arms up into mountain and close your eyes. Take a few breaths. Squeeze your little block. So it's like we're coming into center and then we're lifting up and grounding down through that axis. Good. And then bringing your arms down. You're going to step on that left foot. Bring your hands here and just lift this right leg and just circle your ankle. So throughout these exercises, you could try to close your eyes. See what happens. It could be for a second. You could shift your gaze. So explore today. Be curious. This is about curiosity about our balance. And then step down. If just lifting your leg and circling your ankle is enough, do that. But if you want to explore a little, see what happens if you change your vision. Without judgment. Good. And then bring that leg down. And now we're going to bring our hands to our knees and just circle our knees. And the other way. You go like that. Good. And then your hips. Big hip, bend those knees. Now notice, roll around your feet. See, I can roll to the edges, front, back. And it's very important to be able to move your ankles, to have some flexibility in that joint. Good. And then shoulders, sorry. Big, big. Squeeze them forward, up, back, and down. Beautiful. Very nice. And then just shake it out. Did some stuff with the head already. We're going to do our breath of joy. So bend. Okay, and we're going to inhale, inhale, inhale. Ha! 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 2 more times. And stay down after this next one. And ha! And we're going to figure 8 our way up. So make 8s coming all the way up. Good. And then just bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Good. Breath of joy just brings up joy, hopefully. Okay, we can do a little monkey stretch, and then we're going to get into some different asana. So, ha, ha. So I'm just taking my fists and I'm going up my side body. Ha, 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 and ha, ha. And then we're going to do another little ha. We're going to bring the arms up and your right leg up. And then we're going to go ha. Okay, so I'm bending my front knee, knee over the ankle, back leg comes back straight. Okay, so breathe in and ha. And breathe in and ha. And breathe in and ha. And breathe in and ha. So feel that navel come in. That's our power center. So ha, your fire in your belly. Good. So come back and we'll do that on the other side. Ha. Breathe in. Left leg up. Ha. Breathe in. 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 Ha. Good. And just feel that. Just let your body absorb that. Come back to your center. So bringing your hands to your thighs, push down and we're coming into a chair pose. In the chair pose, right? I'm sitting in an imaginary chair. And in your chair pose, lift your heels. More balance, right? Breathe. And shift your gaze. Close your eyes. And come down. So you can keep your hands here. I feel like you can go into a regular chair pose with the arms up. And again, we're going to lift the heels, put the heels down, stretch up, and then lift the heels standing. Okay? Breathing in, bring the palms together, exhale down, come into your chair, stretch, lift those heels. See if you could shift your gaze. Close your eyes. And heels down, come up, stretch and reach. You can lift your heels just a little. If you can lift them higher, feel like your clavicles are lifting you, your crown. Good. Palms together. Down, take a deep breath. Just feel that power and strength that's required. So we're going to do that one more time and then we'll build onto that. So you're going to take the arms up, anchor those arm bones in and back. Good. Breathing in. As you exhale, just sit in your chair, lift your heels, and here would be another challenge. See if you can turn your head. Ah. And then heels down and up. Ta-da! Palms together, come down. So now we have to do it on the other side with the other thumb. Okay, so into your chair. It's like into the woods. Lift your heels. Okay, see what happens. Oh boy, challenge. Heels down, up, Close your eyes, open them. Palms together and down. So just register that. Have to make sure I have room. Make sure you have room around you. So bring your hands into prayer. Lift your right leg, knee is hip height, and step it back. So into a warrior. Front knee over your second and third toes. Knee over your ankle, but knee is center, right? Not in or out. Good. Bring that right hip forward. And then just open up your arms. Turn the palms. Heart up, nose up. Good. Head forward. See if you could put your chin down. Work your ankles. If you get a little wobbly, look up to neutral. Bring your hands into Yoga Mudra. And just come, lift that back heel, front knee is bent, and play and explore your balance, okay? You can lift your arms, okay? Just play with that. The leg comes down, come back up. Just be exploratory. What do I need to balance today? Come into center, lengthen away. Good. Feel that center strength. For all out here, like spaghetti, limp spaghetti. Okay, cooked, overcooked spaghetti. Okay, so palms together, leg up, big step back, bring that hip forward, nice alignment, ground into those feet, scissor your legs. Feel energetically powerful. Good. Let's do something else with the arms. So just come up. Bend that knee. Press that back heel if it reaches. And see if you could just move your chin. Look down. Look neutral. Look up. Come to center. Arms behind you. And just lift. Remember what I said, come strong. Strong and long. Good. And come back when you're ready. Just take a couple of breaths. Good. These are very powerful poses. So we'll do a little of the balance. We've done this one before, where you're going to come into, I'll do it sideways. You're going to come into, lift the leg, bring it back into your warrior. Right? Ground down, look up. Take your thumbs by your heart, let it lift your heart up. Drop your tailbone. Come back to neutral. So bringing your arms behind you, you can come into that balance pose again. So come into center, squeeze toward your center, squeeze out. And then bring your hands to the floor. Press your chest and thighs towards each other. Stretch the other leg up, up, up and away. Take a few breaths. And for a challenge, you can try to hold on to your ankle with one hand or two. Good. And then just step the feet together. You're in a forward fold. Bend your knees. Bend your knees if you like. Drop your head, crown to the floor. And then look forward, hands, and come up. Stretch back. Good. And we'll do that to the other side, okay? So lift the other leg. Okay? Ta-da. All right, get grounded. See how easy it is to get off balance, right? Speaking for me. Leg up. Step back. Hips square. Good. Press the palms. Stretch. And come to a little back bend. Reach. Open up. Take your time. Focus. Focus. All right, take your time and bring that leg up. Work your ankle. And then bring your hands down. Stretch the leg away and play with your balance. Can I hold on with one hand? For those of you who are more advanced, close your eyes here. Shift your gaze. Good. And step forward to forward fold. Bend the knees. And come up. So separate your legs. Just rub your back, lower back. Press your pelvis forward, thigh bones back. Full moon. Good. And then slide down your legs to a new moon. If you can hold your ankles, great. Wherever you can hold on, just pull yourself through. Scoop in your abdominals. And then bend your knees and come back up. So integrate. I tell you, our last standing pose will be in the dancer family. So we'll do a standing bow. We really haven't done much with our quads. So if you want to hold on to something, please do. And just take your right leg. If you need a tie for this, take a tie. But if you can, you could put your thumb in that bubbling well, right under the middle metatarsal. Bend your elbow. I like to make sure my inner thighs are as much together as possible, so my knee isn't out of alignment. And just bring the heel as close as you can. So you feel that nice, delicious stretch in your quadricep muscle. Good. Bring that leg up. Stretch out the back and go on the other side. So I'm just going to go like this. You can see it from the side. Thumb in my bubbling well, elbow bent, long spine, legs as parallel as possible. Delicious quad stretch. If you can't reach, even just bending your leg is fine if you want to take it with the tie. And then bring that leg in. That counter stretch. So we're going to do a standing bow. So bring your hand here. Okay. Actually, we're going to do the baby dancer, sorry. So I'm like this, right? And if you could take one hand up and just reach. So I am reaching, I'm going to do this from to the side for you. I'm reaching, I'm going to go near the wall. You can go near your wall. So I start like this. And I'm just I'm pulling my foot back just a little. But drop your tailbone, lengthen that lower back. And stretch the other arm up. Okay? So, reaching, reaching, and reaching. This is a baby dancer. I'm like pulling my leg back. I'm reaching up at that pinky edge. Ta-da! See that? And let's do that with the other side. Okay, so I like to start with the bent elbow, so then when I straighten my arm, it pulls away. Okay, so stabilize, come to center, ground and reach, and you can keep your hand on your hip, on the wall, whatever, and then just reach, stretch. And then come back and down. I'll just separate again, stretch, shake your head. So if there's any standing pose you'd like to do before we come to seated, do it now. And I will take out my mat. Oops. My little lotus fell. Okay. So, come to all fours first. And I'm in table pose, right? I'm going to take one arm, bend the other, and just stretch out. See that? Just giving my back. I'm moving my tailbone away. Push into the floor, just moving my lower back. I'm stretching it out. So make any adjustments. You're feeling the stretching here. And then with the other arm, same thing. Push, bend your elbows. Good. And then stretch to one side. Breathe into that side muscle. It's the quadratus lumborum, the lower back muscle. And come this way, stretch. And then to the other side, reach. Good. And come back to table. A couple of nice cats and dogs. And stretch it around. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your tail. Like your dog, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Animals always know what to do for their bodies, right? So come down to the floor. Roll yourself out. Stretch away. The great thing about Zooming and doing it at home, just make any sound. It feels good. Good groan. Good. Okay, so we're going to do a bridge that activates our lower glutes. So bring your arms away from your ears, open up your heart. I like to put the elbows down, lift my chest, and then place those shoulder blades flat on the floor, right? So we can even do it like, no. All right, feet parallel, lift up into your bridge, right? If you want to, if you can clasp underneath, great. If not, leave your hands there. And you can walk your feet a little forward, but come up onto your heels and feel how that activates your lower glutes, okay? Just take a few breaths. And then just roll yourself down. Bring your knees and nose together, make a little ball, little seed. Good. And one more time, we're just going to come to a regular bridge with our feet on the floor. Feel your hands, your forearms, your whole arm, upper arm, and on the top of your shoulder blades. Push into those feet. And see how that lifts you. It's like your chest is moving towards your chin. And then just roll yourself down. Good. Big breath in and out. Make a little ball again. And then take your right leg and just bring it across. Your ankle is on the bottom of your thigh. And just roll from the inner edge of your left foot to the outer. And look in the opposite direction. This is a nice release also for the lower back. It's not a twist for the whole spine. Unless you want to turn your head. And now, if you want a bigger twist, just bring that leg over in your cradle. Try to work your opposite shoulder down and look over it. And take a few breaths. Put your foot on the floor. And adjust the other leg. And then come back up. Just bring your nose and calf closer. And switch legs. And just undulate. Massage your lower back. Roll through your foot. Your beautiful flexible ankles. And if you like, you can come over into a twist, looking in the opposite direction. Let's take 3 breaths. And then coming back up, bring your knees into your chest. Stretch your arms and legs up and give it a jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Shake, shake, shake. Make believe you're a dog scratching your back. And prepare yourself for relaxation. So we're going to do a Shavasana, and then we're going to do another mudra and a brief, we've been doing our 1-minute meditations. Okay, so we're going to be doing that again today. See how we are for time. Good. So just stretch out. Let your body settle in. It's a nice, comfortable position. Just feel your bones and muscles just sinking, grounding right into this mat. Relax your jaw and soften your senses. Just let your belly rise and fall with the breath. No coming into center, no engaging muscles. This is our balance. Just let go. Just focus on your breath. If your mind wanders, just observe it with detachment and come back to your breath. And slowly deepen your breath. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch your arms overhead. Point your toes. Give yourself a full body stretch. And then arms down to your side. Bend your knees. Feet flat on the floor. Just rock your legs from side to side. And come over into a fetal position. And slowly, without disturbing any peace or equilibrium, come to a quiet seated position. And bring your hands, this is Anjali Mudra, which is prayer position. And so we're going to come into Padma Mudra, which is the lotus. And lotus is significant because if you know the lotus, it grows through muddy, swampy conditions and just makes the most beautiful flower. And so it's a metaphor for whatever conditions we find ourselves in to still blossom and bloom. So it is related to the heart, just like we did the Hakini, which was the sixth chakra, energy center. This is the heart. So we're going to start in prayer. And then we're going to take the three middle fingers out. The pads of the pinky are touching, and like the sides of my thumb are touching. So there's a little space there. And just make it like a little flower in front of your heart. Just bring it right in front of your heart, like your heart is that beautiful lotus blossoming. So connect your flower and your heart if you choose. And we're going to take 4 breaths. Now bend your fingers and bring your nails together. It's like we're closing the blossom, and then we're going to bring our wrists together and the fingers are down. And then we're going to come back to Anjali Mudra and open up to Padma Mudra. And take 4 breaths again. And then bend, let the blossom go in, back down to the earth. And you could just rest your hands. And last week we did, we'll just take 1 more minute. I know we're going to do a 1-minute meditation. Last week we did the mantra, the tool of the mind, just in and out. Today you could choose any words, but I'll offer you could do pure love, like breathe in to your heart pure and exhale love. And I will time that for a minute and just sit in a quiet, soft eyes, and we will begin. If you choose, you could still be in Padma Mudra by your heart. If you'd like to relax your hands down, that's fine too. And thank you for joining me today. Namaste.